back to African Airguns. Today we're taking a closer look at the Webley Scott Raider 10 in 5mm. So an interesting thing about this particular PCP, this one was built in 2005, so it's an original Webley Scott Raider 10. Alright, so a bit of history about this particular PCP. This was my very first PCP air rifle that I ever owned, and a few years ago I actually sold it to a guy, and he called me up the other day and he said, listen, would you be willing to tear the rifle down for me and just install new O-rings and just reseal the rifle and just give it a service? So I said I'd be happy to. So I'm actually glad to have the rifle and do a video on it for you guys. So we can see how it shoots after a lifespan of 20 years. And then in some later episodes we'll take it apart, I'll replace all the O-rings, and we'll have a look at the internals of the gun. Alright guys, just a couple of specs on the Raider 10. Overall length is 38 inches. The weight on the rifle unscoped is 6.6 pounds. Magazine capacity is 10 shots. The scope rail is an 11mm dovetail. The rifle is threaded, as you can see it does have a suppressor. This one actually came with the rifle. Overall, just a very, very nice rifle. And Webley Scott, the original rifles were really renowned for their accuracy, especially in 5mm. Air capacity, you're looking at 200 cc's. Shot capacity in 177, you're looking around about 75 shots. In 5mm, you're looking at about 65 shots, and in 22 cal, you're looking at around about 55 to 60 shots. Full pressure on the Raider 10 is 200 bar, although we recommend don't fill more than 190 bar. And mag capacity for whether it's 177, 22 or 5mm is all 10 shots. The rifle is a bolt action, so when you cock it, you just like that. Magazine, very, very nice. It's a simple, there's no winding with the magazine, it's just a mag plate. Fill it with your bullets or your pellets, and then just put it back in the rifle, and it's self-indexing. So when you cock the rifle back, the mag indexes to the next round, and you push, as you push the bolt forward, it pushes the pellet in, and off you go. Very, very nice, simple design, but very, very reliable design. Alright guys, so some aspects of the Webley Raider 10 may look familiar to you, and that is because they are now made by Hatsan under the AT-1044 PCP air rifles. So it's exactly the same air rifle. You might have seen them, they come with a sort of tactical looking one, there's rifles, but they're almost identical as far as what working and mechanics go to the Raider 10. So the Raider 10 was the originals, and these are by far the most sought after of these older PCPs because of the quality and the quality of the barrels on the original Webley and Scott Raider 10s were excellent. So I'm sure you're curious to see the accuracy out of a 20-year-old PCP unregulated rifle. So decided to shoot two targets out at 35 yards with some JSP 13.75 grain Diablo pellets. So we'll be able to see what the shot stream was like over those 10 shots. But let's take a look at target number 1. Alright guys, so there you see target number 1. Very nice group at 35 yards with those JSP 13.75 grain pellets. Starting pressure was 190 bar. And you could see there was a slight start off, like the first shot was the most powerful, and then as we sloped, it started gradual coming down towards shot 5. But overall accuracy was excellent, and these guns are well known for their accuracy, especially at 35 yards. Okay, it's not the furthest distance. Alright, let's have a look at target number 2. Alright guys, so target number 2. I did a bit of cheating here, knowing that my numbers were dropping off, so I slightly changed my point of aim, but just goes to show even with a unregulated rifle, you can still get sort of pinpoint accuracy out of them. You just have to know that where, the little drop off in each shot is taking place, and you just counter that with just slightly changing your point of aim. Not a big deal. Alright guys, so these saw shot number 1 was at 853, and then we ended off at shot 10 at 793. So we dropped off about 60 FPS over those 10 shots. And by modern standards, yes, that's a lot. I agree with that. But if you look at the accuracy, still top-notch accuracy. Alright, so just remember that the rifle only has a 200cc air cylinder, so we're definitely going to see that bell curve. You can actually set the rifle up so that your first shot is at a lower velocity. So then what you do is just increase your full pressure slightly higher than the 190. Alright guys, so next what I did was I took out some JSP 15.89 grain. Again, shooting at 35 yards to 2 targets. Let's have a look at target number 1. Alright guys, so there you see target number 1. Again, very nice accuracy out at 35 yards with those JSP 15.89 grain. And the numbers, you could see there was just a very slight step off as we went from shot 1 to shot 5. Overall, very happy with those results, especially considering the rifle is over 20 years old and it's unregulated. Alright, let's take a look at target number 2. Alright guys, so there you have target number 2. Very impressed with the accuracy, but you could see that the numbers were starting to definitely drop off. And again, having a 200cc air cylinder, that is to be expected. But again, it doesn't mean that you can't be accurate with the PCP even if it's unregulated. You just have to teach yourself exactly where your pellets are going to drop as the numbers come down. And just by adjusting your point of aim, you can still achieve incredible accuracy with a 20-year-old PCP unregulated air rifle. Alright guys, so there you have it for today. Stay tuned in a future episode. I will be stripping down or tearing down the Raider 10, and we're going to just disassemble it completely. We're going to clean it out, put new O-rings in the rifle, just give it a good service, and I think it'd be interesting to see the inside of this rifle. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.